What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the lab. For today's video, it's going to be about the creative athlete.
When I got into my first fight, I came home to an empty house. No one to tell whether I won or lost. Just silence.
Everyone gets hit, you're going to get hit. Family.
I came into this boxing gym with no form,
You're rushing it.
no technique,
Out of
and
shape.
Easy on the breathing.
but I kept showing up,
A little bit more.
Yeah.
one jab at a time,
Stand out amongst the one-hit wonders. So when the dust settles in,
learning to move with
Breathe.
purpose,
Don't look.
not anger.
Now you're punching with more authority.
work with me, heart is out, and I say that reluctantly. Cause it should go without saying, but y'all playing dumb. Far as these rappers go, I'm not fearing none. Cold flow is cold in any genre with many combinations.
You have such a strong foundation now.
So where does our journey begin? Let's start by defining creative athlete. Creative, relating to the imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of artistic work. Athlete, someone trained in sports or physical performance. And when you put those two together, you get someone who moves with intention. Who thinks like a strategist, but creates like an artist. A creative athlete treats their vision like training, shows up, sharpens their form, fights through the plateaus, and turns discipline into expression. That discipline doesn't disappear, it just finds new ways to show up in your life. Okay, let me stop preaching. I know you know that one guy that's always like, I used to be nice, I used to play AAA. Well, that's me. I'm that guy for this video. But, we're connecting the dots, remember?
Yo, Andy,
How you been?
you good?
Back then, ball was life. I used to hoop all the time.
How long has it been though?
It's been a minute. I fell off ever since I moved to New York. Yeah, it's been tough.
The athlete in me was born in Oakland. Back when going outside wasn't a choice, it was just life. I spent my days at the park, running bases or shooting hoops. Baseball and basketball. Those were my first love languages. That's how I made my friends. That's how I learned discipline. That's how I stayed safe. Sports wasn't just a hobby, it was community, family. And now, years later, I'm starting to realize the same energy I used to pour into the game, I'm pouring into my craft. This is the story of how I'm connecting the dots, from athlete to filmmaker, and we'll explore the idea of what I think it means to be a creative athlete. Something that still stays with me is that first step. I'm just glad I can still finish a layup.
Y'all warmed up?
Hey, what's good, coach?
But first, I wanted to introduce you
been?
guys to some of my
Good.
coaches.
Let's work on that shot.
Hell yeah. I'm rusty.
Coach John Snow, my boxing/life coach. Coach June. Coach Khaled. My therapist Jenny.
I had to learn how to fight.
My first fight was in elementary school with my best friend, and I lost. But it taught me something early. You can't walk around thinking you're invincible. That loss humbled me. See, every athlete has a coach. That's why mentorship has always mattered to me. Never stop being a student.
This hole in the wall actually reminds me of my grandma's house. Because my uncles, they literally, when they fought, sometimes they'd miss.
I also grew up in a violent household. They called it tough love. Deep down, my inner child was always drawn to tech. But back then, where I came from, tech was for nerds, and being outside was my safe haven. I had to rewrite the script. Hey Serena, what's on my calendar today?
You have a 6 a.m. outdoor workout session, Andy. Are you locked in?
Now? I think tech is cool. I think sports are cool too. Who says you can't be into both? See, the playing field just looks different now. I just picked up a new set of tools. Laptop, camera, A's cap. Today, my ballpark looks a little different. The lab. My creative playground, where pre-production is the game plan, production is game time, post-production is recovery and review, then it's sharing the story, cutting it for YouTube, IG, TikTok, getting it out there. This is where performance meets purpose.
Things ain't the same for young Jermaine, still underrated, but far from underpaid. And those are problems. Stand out amongst the one-hit wonders. So when the dust settles and the sun is under the horizon, y'all should run the numbers.
As a creative, I usually wear what I want. Dressing up's never been my strongest feature, but Suit Supply made me ask, was I dressing up or finally showing up?
Cold flow is cold in any genre with many combinations. Shoot like that boy sponsored by Under Armour. Read you a learner, arms crossed and coughing like you was from Wakanda. God's favorite accumulated a ton of karma.
I love the work, but there are nights when I feel like I'm just running drills in the dark. No coach, no teammates, just me versus me.
I gotta lock in.
A few months ago, I was invited to Meta's Newsfront. I was a part of a trivia show against 2 other creators. Lights, cameras, pressure. This time, it wasn't about skill or style. It was about speed.
My clicker's not working. I was clicking the whole time.
Facts.
Andy.
I actually don't know. B. Sorry. I seen 25% on somewhere, but it may not be it. I seen it on the slide.
25% the answer? No.
And I lost. As an athlete, you grow up learning how to lose. But as a creative, sometimes your whole self-worth is tied to how you perform. But even in that loss, I walked away sharper, because whether you're on the court or on set, you either win or you learn. Back to the program, back to doing what I love, soaking it all in and turning it into a story. I've spent my life bouncing between 2 worlds, but up here, I see it clearly. They were never separate. A layup feels like lining up the perfect cut. A dunk? That's uploading a YouTube video. Free throws are like posting on IG. Repetition, precision, rhythm. The jab is laying down a clip in Final Cut Pro. The cross is locking in a transition. Boxing taught me timing. Gaming taught me hand-eye coordination. Kendo taught me control. Wing Chun taught me that I'm really not like that. And the gimbal, that's just core strength in another form. It's all connected. What I've learned training in both the physical and creative space is that growth is measurable. In boxing, you track your punches. In filmmaking, it's cuts and reps. Even walking through B&H, it feels like our version of Home Depot. Just tools to build with. But all that training, physical or creative, it comes with a cost. That's why I build in recovery now. Massages, jacuzzis, therapy, time offline. I used to think that rest was for the weak, but the truth is, burnout doesn't make you any stronger. So what has this lifestyle led to? Collaborating with Jaylen Brown before he got drafted, showing the Apple Vision Pro to Zhilei Zhang, filming with Big Baby Miller on Fight Day, documenting the rise of women's boxing, even linking with legends like how to make the WNBA. I've always enjoyed the idea of not being good at things. That's where the magic is. In the struggle, in the reps, in the rebuild. And yeah, sometimes I downplay my wins, act like I'm not doing enough. But when I take a step back, I've been showing up. I've been putting in the work. I see the version of me I've been building, brick by brick. So let me ask you, are you a creative athlete or an athletic creative? I don't think there's a right answer. For me, it's just a lifestyle.
Yeah. Shit gon' get hard, keep your head strong. If I quit now, then I'm dead wrong. Fighting off this hunger for hours. Big step, but nigga don't get stepped on.
But even our session today, Andy, really just reflecting on what you've learned. I'm hoping that you feel proud in just the changes that you've made. It's nothing that I've created for you. Rather, I hope to give you the tools, I lay them out for you, I can show you how to use them.
I know some of y'all watching have full-time jobs, kids, no time, no energy. But if you can redesign your life, even just a little, that time compounds. I believe there's an athlete in all of us, that part that keeps showing up, keeps pushing. And when you learn how to connect the dots, that's when real growth begins.
I put it all on A, no Hoping all this weight ain't gonna drown me. Fought around, got gray hairs already. Running up the stairs on the tower. Running up these M's by the hour.